Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Nicole Cote, for those of you who are just finding me for the first time, hello. Today's video I want to talk about whether or not I think there is a dome or a firmament on the flat earth, or whether or not I think there's no dome and the infinite plane, or combine the two and maybe it's still possible for both. For me, this topic is something that I avoided for a while. I'm making a video about. I don't really want to cause any division more than there already is in the truth community. I feel like dome versus the endless plane or infinite plane, I just feel like it's a dead end because there's no way we could really know at this point in time. None of us that I know of have access to travel freely throughout Antarctica or to go to the true magnetic North Pole to see what's going on there. None of us that I am aware of have had access to these locations where they're heavily guarded by military force. If anyone out there has for themselves gone to the edge, has touched the dome, has touched the firmament, has gone for eternity and seen that it truly is infinite, then please be my guest and comment below where I could find these people. Because for me, I'm really curious. I personally think that no one ever knows if it's infinite or not. The powers who should not be tell us that space is infinite, black void, it never ends. There's just an endless of empty space and rocks, planets, stars floating all around. For globe earthers and for just standard miseducation that we were all put through our whole lives, they would tell you that space is infinite and there's no edge, it's forever expanding. There's no way of knowing where it ends even because technology won't let them see that far, travel that far. It's light years away. And yeah, we all know space is bullshit. We know NASA lies. We know Earth is flat. That's all we know, that there's no measurable curvature. And when you start getting into like infinite plane and like people going against people who believe in the firmament, or people who think that there may be a firmament and then more land outside of the firmament, it just gets crazy because nobody freaking knows. Alright? Nobody knows, and you probably will never see it for yourself in this lifetime unless we make serious advances as truthers and we take control of our world. Unless we all get together, we'll never know unless we demand these answers. So we're kind of clueless as truthers and truth seekers or flat earthers or realists, whatever you want to call it. We're pretty clueless except for the fact that we know we're not on a spinning ball, and that takes us really far. Just that fact that we know it's not a spinning ball can tell us a lot. And it tells us that the sun and the moon are much closer than we were told. It tells us that space isn't real. It tells us that pretty much everything else we were taught could most definitely be a lie. The most important thing is the earth you live on. If that was a lie, then everything else is probably certainly a lie. We know a lot, but we know nothing. For me, it's just like infinite plane is leaning more towards space. Oh, it's forever expanding and it'll never end, and it doesn't seem natural. Nothing in our natural world is infinite that I know of. I don't see how you could be so sure that the plane that we live on, this flat plane, how would you know that it goes forever and ever and ever and ever? You're shoving that same pseudoscience of the globe earth and space and all that bullshit to people in the truth community when nobody knows if it's infinite and nobody knows if there's really a firmament. What we do know though is that what we see in the sky above us has never changed. The constellations, all the stars or the lights, all those things, they have stayed consistent throughout centuries, ages, civilizations, many, many years. I don't know the time frame because we were lied to about that as well. And I think it's so crazy how we're already deciding and separating ourselves into dome versus infinite plane versus neither, or alternate reality, or we're living in a simulation. All these things, it's just really hard to say. What we do know is that there's no curvature that can be measured for ourselves without NASA or without like a government third-party agency getting involved and showing us fake images. Without all the animation, CGI, and the fakeness, then there's no curvature. And I know that personally as a fact, and that's why I know the earth is flat. I don't believe in it anymore. I know it's flat. Until I personally see it for myself, until I personally touch the dome, or until I personally travel endlessly my whole life to know for sure that it's infinite, then I'm not going to go put out information saying, oh no, it's definitely this, definitely that, when it's not. It happens everywhere. The division is happening all over the media. You want the races of people, their color of their skin. They want us to fight. They want us to think each other is different. They want us to feel like something is not the same about them than you. Therefore, you shouldn't be loving and kind and understanding. Meanwhile, we're all the same. We're all human, and we all don't know shit. We don't know whether it's infinite, and we never will, because no one is going to dedicate their life to infinitely going to see if it is. I lean more towards the dome because it's speculating. I see the sky and the same constellations, and everything appears to be the same as it always was regarding the sky, and I don't know. It's hard to say without really speculating too much, but I won't call myself a firmament believer until I know. That would just bring me like 20 steps backwards into believing that the earth is a globe, spinning and rotating and tilting and all the other shit that they told us. That's just not true. I'm trying to just get people to go back to their senses and don't trust what somebody else told you or showed you in a textbook, because chances are, if you can't experience what they're showing you for yourself, then it's probably bullshit and a fucking lie, and they're just trying to make you feel worthless, meaningless, like you're an accident with no purpose, and we're the complete opposite of all that. And I hope you're all having a great day, and I hope you liked this video. Please thumbs it up if you do, and subscribe if you have not done so already, and I love you all.